Good evening. My name is Hannah Levin. You have it tuned to Audioasis, the Northwest's longest-running local music show here on KEXP. And we are starting things off with an in-studio. It's so great to have this man back in the room with me. This is Bryan John Appleby.
The gosling looked up to the goose and the gander, said, I don't have a feather to fly. I'm the unfortunate three of a kind. When the flood finally came, it was Noah's nameless wife that looked out from the window as the city and the rooftop children cried. And when her feet hit the ground, she could still hear the sound. And when her feet hit the ground, she could still hear the sound ringing in her ears, and it went, whoa. She came in the night on the 9th of October. They looked me in my red eyes and said she won't last. We all knew that she should have slept until mid-December. When it comes to the lot I have learned, I can't count on the cast. That night a vision came, at the same time both vivid and vague, of a father looking on as he burns to the ground the house that he made. When I woke, I had been slain in the spirit of reason. Bad baptized in the rolling dark waters of doubt. 'Cause I'm told it's your will to withhold, but it feels like treason. A rain cloud refusing to pour in a season of drought. That night a vision came, at the same time both vivid and vague, of a father looking on as he burns to the ground the house that he made. And I heard him say it was well on its way. Just look how it swayed, how it crumbled and caved, as the crimson glow of the fire caught his eye. I could tell he could hear, as well could I, that along with the crackle and growl of the fire came a call quite small from inside. I'm in here alive. But now a child is born. She is bent but not broken. A spark, a seed, and a sprout. A miracle or catastrophe. This child who's orphaned her family.
You're listening to Bryan John Appleby live on KEXP's Audioasis. Welcome back to the show, my dear.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
It's always great to have you here. So you just finished a new record.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. Who did you work with on that?
Well, to create the thing, I spent pretty much since the beginning of the year with a really good friend of mine, Kevin Martlew, and we kind of just, we lucked out in that we did not have to pay for the studio space, for time in the studio space, so we spent a lot of time kind of adding a lot of parts and being, pretty exploratory.
That's luxurious.
So,
That's
yeah,
great.
it's I don't expect that to really happen again, so... So yeah, I had a really fun time with him. He actually produced the EP. We did that together, so he's been along for both of the albums now. And yeah, Sean Simmons, he mixed some of it, and Ed Brooks mastered it, and Brian Eckelberger also mixed some of the tracks, and then tons of musicians, just buddies from tons of different bands and stuff.
So I'm curious, I don't actually know a ton about your background in terms of when did you start playing music? What made you fall in love with your guitar there?
Two different dates. I started playing music as a drummer. I've always been a drummer, and I did that, bought a drum set at a garage sale in our neighborhood at, with my parents' money, and that was at age 12, and did that. And moved up here as a drummer in a band about 4.5 years ago. And then kind of when that band dissolved, it's not as fun for me to just sit in a room and bang on drums. They're such a collaborative instrument.
Right,
so I wanted to, just take a stab at writing some songs, and a year later, we had that EP, and then just kind of been chipping away at it since then.
So you weren't singing before that?
At church.
Okay,
and,
I was wondering if you had some sort of background like that.
Yeah, and harmonies in bands that I, as a drummer, I'd sang harmonies.
Right.
And I went to school for music, and so I've been doing it on a ton of different levels. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
So,
well, it sounds lovely as always, and I would love to hear some more of it if you got a couple more in you.
I do have a couple more.
Excellent. You're listening to Bryan John Appleby on KEXP's Audioasis.
Boys from the street, slum childs coming here together. Boots wrapped in rope and wire, and black hands in cold leather. But I am not one of them. No, I am not one of them. But they all know me by name. But they all know me by name. Men in the aisles, closed eyes and gold dust on their fingers. They say soon God will come, so hold your tongue, don't let your vices linger. They say Elijah was carried off, caught up in a chariot made of flames. So we too ride in cars that shine. If you name it, it's yours to claim. But I am not one of them. No, I am not one of them. But they all know me by name. But they all know me by name. Corner, come from the Corinthian quarters. That's my place on Jackson. The preacher and the politician, the working man, they come looking to me, they come asking. I know soon God will come, and even if I run, his horsemen bound to find me. He'll ask me why I've done the things I've done, and I'll tell him you made the mouths I feed. And I'll say I am not one of them. I am not one of them. No, I am not one of them. No, I am not one of them. No, but he'll turn to me and say, no, I don't know you by name. No, I don't know you by name. And I'll think to myself, never did make known to me your ways. I pick up a broken comb, run it through my thin gray hair. Though I don't have any plans tonight, I'm not going anywhere. Well, I should have seen this coming. Don't know why I'm surprised, 'cause every vessel on its way down takes with it the captain's life. Though I'm blind, my dear, I see the parade goes on without me. My body aches, my mind it weeps for you, for you. Tonight I'm locked outside my building. Guess I must have lost the key. So I'll just sit here on the sidewalk, let the snow fall on my knees. And if I made it to a payphone, I don't know who I would call. So for now I'll close my eyes and rest my crooked back against the wall. I read that old men will see visions, and young men will follow dreams. And I believed it when I read it. I see your face in everything. And now your honey jars are frozen, and in the window your books have browned. And there's too much room inside our bed. I think I'll join you in the ground. Though I'm blind, my dear, I see. Let the chorus sing without me. My body breaks, my mind it sleeps with you. Oh, oh.
been listening to local artist Bryan John Appleby live on KEXP's Audioasis. Bryan is going to be celebrating the release of his new album, Fire on the Vine, at the Columbia City Theater on July 30th. He's also playing the sold-out Doe Bay Festival next month, as well as the Tractor Tavern on August 19th. For more information, you can find him on Bandcamp. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. I'm Hannah Levine. You've got tuned to Audioasis only here on KEXP 90.3 FM, Seattle.